What up? What up? What up? We are live, man. We are live. Episode 84 of the Sip Smoker Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Eddie Guns. Guns. Papa Smurf Dog, G Dog, whatever you want to call me, man. Just spell my damn name right. Episode 84, man. We're gonna bring in the usual suspects. G went to go get a drink. Got Pep here though. What's good, man? What's good?
Number one Jets fan in the building.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Uh we're gonna we're gonna wait for G to get back before I do my thing. Bang. 8-4, just that fast, huh?
You know I gotta wait for a minute.
Caitlin Clark with 2 buckets.
Yeah, I just saw the first one.
3 buckets.
I'm waiting
My
on the
bad,
next two
man.
now. You know
My
yours
bad.
is, you know you faster than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here come the second.
I must say I like it this way where the tournaments where you don't know who gonna win it. Well, I honestly think South Carolina is gonna win it, but in the men's bracket, I like that it's wide open like that instead of the blue bloods, the Dukes, the Carolinas, the can't fuck them dudes, man.
So, I mean, one of the blue bloods didn't even make it.
All four of them didn't make it.
Nah, I'm just not. Carolina didn't even make the tournament.
Oh yeah, Carolina didn't. Yeah, they didn't even make the tournament.
But I forgot UConn was number one in the country at one point
Uh
earlier this
huh.
season.
But early in the season, and they fell out for a second. Them boys got some dogs, man. Them big dudes down low, man. The
But
way they smack Gonzaga, man.
but Hurley said everybody kind of forgot about us when we got in the
Uh
Big
huh.
East play. We kind of struggled, but now when
Yep.
we play these non-conference teams, we look like how we looked earlier. He ain't lying about that part,
Yeah.
but I still wasn't expecting them to make it back to the Final Four.
So we gonna get into that, man. Shit, Caitlin Clark might have to go for 50 this game.
Hmm. I don't think the big girl can do nothing with this big chick from Louisville.
Yeah. Yeah. And her teammates got to hit shots like that one. Come on, G. So man, that was my final four for the men. I think we had the same actually.
Almost. I have UCLA and Arizona or Alabama.
Man, UCLA disappointed me, man, letting Gonzaga beat them. But they were down their point guard. I knew when they lost their point guard, they was gonna have some problems. And then
Who
I think they didn't have a big playing UCLA
Tiger?
before the tournament even started. Yeah, and then for my women's, South Carolina, Stanford ain't gonna make it. Now, if I would make it, then I had 3 of the 4.
Yeah, but your 3 and 4, they're in the same bracket.
Right.
So one of them wasn't gonna make it anyway.
Yeah. What up, man? We don't own the rights to any music, videos, or stats on this podcast. We just some old Army vets, Army war vets talking about sports and keeping the hood professional, man. Hey, and if y'all don't like that, G, what can they do?
Get off our nutsacks real
Damn
quick.
right, man. Hey, episode 84, man. Let me talk about this real quick, man. Like I was telling Pep, man, by the time I got to the first tee box, man, I was lit. I think I need to try golf without the vodka, man. So I think I'm gonna go out, man. I'm gonna go out there one day. I'm just gonna take bottled water. Cause my new golf bag that I bought for myself for my birthday.
A whole lot of
It,
stuff.
It's got a cooler in it. It's got the bag.
In
It's got
in the front. Yeah, in the front.
Where I
Yeah.
can put drinks in there and they keep it cool. One day I'm gonna put some water in there, man. I'm gonna go out and just, I'm just gonna try it with some water. Maybe I might put one beer in there for like the night after the ninth hole or whatever, after I'm done or whatever. But I don't think I've ever golfed without vodka. So I'm gonna try it.
I'll tell you, I've never golfed with liquor.
I've never played golf ball without being high or drunk.
But
except on post.
I played with some horrible beer that made me want to hit the beer. I'll just try another beer just because.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I like it. Most times I hate it.
But since you bought it, you got to drink it.
Yeah.
Because you ain't going to waste your money. Hell yeah. I feel you on that.
It'll last
all me and liquor.
But it'll last all 18 holes. By the time I get to the 18th, I'll probably just be finishing it.
So let's do this. The men's Final Four is set. Hey, and if you pick these for your Final Four, you say you pick these for your Final Four, you a lying motherfucker. You lying.
You're
a lying motherfucker, man. Ain't no way anybody picked this for their Final Four.
If you had Florida Atlantic and San Diego State coming out of the first round, you might be telling the truth, but the second round, you a damn lie.
Yeah.
So yeah, Texas was my last team that was in that was the last dog I had in the fight. So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy they lost, man. I don't want them winning shit.
But now I know how we all feel about Texas team, but why is their coach still an interim coach?
Man, you know how that goes, man.
They said he does not want to talk contract or anything during the season. He said once the season is over with, then he'll talk contract with them.
Look.
But that came out of his mouth.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They might even talk contract with his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Strong, Shaka Smart. They don't stay around Texas too long, man. Just saying.
I just laughed at that. I just laughed at that because you know who the new Florida Atlantic football coach is?
Who that?
Tom Herman.
Really?
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin done been through there too. So.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying,
right?
Because the coach got fired for Tom Herman.
Yeah,
and then he ain't survived either.
You know what we're gonna come back to this Final Four, but you know what kills me, man, is like this Florida Atlantic coach now for the basketball team. Somebody's gonna give him a good job, a Power 5 job, man, and he's gonna suck because he made this one run with FAU. I can give you an example. Oklahoma's coach made that run with UIC. With the nun
with Illinois Chicago,
yeah. So you highest
Loyola Marymount or something like that.
Nah, it was Illinois Chicago, and he said,
what's
sucks,
her name,
man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whoever she is, man. I don't know who the fuck she is, but this coach, he sucks, man. He sucks, dude. He just happened to recruit the right players. And they made a little run, and they got bracketed right, and they made a little run, man.
It's not even about recruiting the best players. It's you've had those players for 2, 3, 4, some 5 years, and they all have continuity, and they playing against a bunch of young teams, and you beating these young teams going to the final, and you went to the Final Four. Now everybody think you can coach.
Go ahead.
That's Jigga Man with that afro. What's up, Jigga Man?
What's my name?
Hey. Go ahead.
Hi.
What's up, Jigga?
What's my mother name? Jigga.
What you doing?
Rolling with my daddy. People better get it right.
Playing Sonic Ultra.
Okay. Just trying to get your face on camera, huh?
Mhm.
Hamming it up.
Trying to get some FaceTime.
Go on, cute. Let me finish.
I just wanted to be on the internet.
What mom doing?
She's in the bathroom.
Okay. She'll be back.
But that's the same thing with Texas with their interim coach. He's an interim coach right now, but the players that's on that team right now came from the dude they fired off of the baseless charges, because all them charges got dropped. They were all found. They weren't founded, and they fired him. And now he done got hired by somebody else. We can't hear you, Guns. Okay. So I mean, sports is something crazy. I was watching what is that the what's the name podcast, and they had Dion on there.
Who, All the Smoke or something?
No, not that one. The one with
the Pivot.
Yeah,
the Pivot. Yeah, the Pivot.
So I was watching that one, and they was up in Colorado. They went to go see Dion, and they was talking about they were talking with Dion, and Dion told him, he was like, half them kids that was at Jackson State left Jackson State to go to Colorado, and he was like, I told him, before you transfer, before you go in that portal, know what you're getting into, because you got to compete with them kids that's already there.
Who were recruited to a Power 5 school,
exactly,
as opposed to a lower level school. It's a different level, man.
It is.
It's a different style of play and everything else.
But I can tell you what them kids from Jackson State thinking. We just went 13-1, and they couldn't buy a win. So why can't I outwork and beat this kid? Yeah. Why can't I beat this kid out?
They went 13-1, 13-0 twice, 2 seasons in a row.
Now they lost one game both years. They lost in that.
That's
bowl
what I'm saying.
game.
They went 13-1, 13.
Yeah, because they lost to my cousin.
Yeah.
This year, and then last year they lost to South Carolina State.
Right. Caitlin Clark lighting it up.
Yeah.
Look who in the lead now.
Don't if I could have had a video in my room the other night when they was playing Colorado, I'm sitting there cheering for Colorado, but I'm like, I got Iowa in my bracket winning, so I was like, I was just going all over the place, man. I'm sitting there trying to eat this birthday cake.
Yeah, happy birthday, man! Happy birthday.
Well, it's today.
Nah, it was Friday.
No, it was Friday.
Okay. It was Friday, but my stepdaughter's birthday is the 28th. It's Tuesday, so we had her birthday party yesterday at Kalahari in Round Rock.
Splash. I was lighting it up now.
Mm-hmm. They finna run Louisville right up out the gym. Finna run them right up out the gym. Now, in the women's Final Four, LSU in trouble.
Why you say that?
Because they got to play the winner. Who they play the winner?
They play Virginia Tech.
Yeah, they play Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech gonna get them girls a hard time.
Did they already play?
Nah, they play. They played.
LSU just won.
Yeah,
LSU just won in the Elite Eight.
Yeah,
but like I was telling my homeboy, LSU was good, but they don't play together.
Yeah, and then tomorrow's Ohio State, Virginia Tech, and Maryland and South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. For the
winner
last
of
two
this
spots.
Yeah, for the last 2 spots.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all. I think UConn gonna win it all now for the men.
For the men?
Yeah. They be playing good ball. I'd be shocked if Miami beats them, man.
They both play the same style of. They have the same style of play.
Yeah, I like UConn's bigs down low, man. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
telling you, they snuffed those Drew Timmy out. Them old 7th grade ass post moves. Didn't work on them big dudes. They put some weight on him.
You take that
you know,
shit back to North Dallas. I mean North
you know
Texas.
where UConn recruit from? That tri-state area,
Uh-huh.
Jersey, New York City, and the Philly area. That whole
Yeah.
little area. That's where they recruit from.
They
This a
want some
crazy
real. They
Final
want some
Four,
ballers.
man.
And you know what you get when you're recruiting from there. The good and
Let's
the
see,
bad.
FAU. Yeah, FAU. They got a couple of kids who can shoot the ball, man. That kid Greenlee, he can light it up, man. And then the other kid, the left-handed dude, I think, Davis,
number
he
one.
can shoot it too, man. Then they got the big down low from Texas Tech. He's pretty solid, man. He plays his role.
So when I asked that question in the text chat the other day, earlier today, I was asking because I looked at their record.
Oh yeah.
I looked at their record and I'm like, damn, these kids they play together.
Yeah.
They lift each other up. They complement each other on their styles of play. All complement each other, and I'm like, who the hell they been running? They ain't played not one top 25 team until they hit the
didn't,
tournament.
but they ran through them, and then they ran through their conference too.
And so I was going. I waited. I was going to respond in the text, but I was like, I'm gonna wait for this so that everybody, so the world can hear me say it. It don't matter what your schedule look like. You got to play who they put in front of you. Yeah. When it comes to the NCAAs, every game is a championship game. FAU playing, they winning championships every round. Because they, like we done already said, they ain't supposed to be there. They're not, just like Farley, whatever that team was from New Jersey that beat
Fairleigh Dickinson.
Fairleigh Dickinson.
Yeah, them cats. I'm like,
but it's been teams like that.
Mm-hmm.
But last year
always. That's how Shaka Smart got a good job when he took VCU
to the Final Four. Now,
I don't think he's a good coach either, man. But
Shaheen Holloway back at his alma mater because he took that school last year on a deep run to the Elite Eight.
Mm-hmm. What team was that? Was it Liberty or St. Mary's? Last year he was at St. Mary's.
Who's coaching the Norfolk State team when they went to the Final Four, Elite Eight, or whatever? I can't remember who was coaching them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so San Diego State is solid, man. I saw them play one of their games. But this FAU coach, he gonna get a good job because he said a couple of games ago, he said my phone been ringing off the hook. He gonna go somewhere else and he's gonna fail, man.
So Shaheen Holloway took it was St. Peter's.
St. Peter's.
Yeah.
And now he's back at Seton Hall.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Seton Hall ain't been good since
Shaheen Holloway.
Uh-huh. Since he played there. Yeah.
Shaheen Holloway and he got drafted by he got killed in Houston, man. Eddie Griffin.
Talking about
Eddie Griffin.
Okay.
Eddie Griffin.
Okay.
Since they was there, Seton Hall ain't been good since.
Nope. And what was that? They had the Latino kid too.
No, that was the early 2000s, man.
He was a big man.
Yeah, that was the early 2000s because Shaheen Holloway went there in 96 through 99. And then Eddie Griffin came in right after him.
Well, the 96 Final Four I was watching from the DFAC in basic training, trying to get a peek at it.
Shit. The 96 Final Four I was watching from Bosnia.
Damn.
In the middle of the night.
Jim Larinaga, man, in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
They straight. They got some size, some length on them, man. I mean, them kids they long.
And a lot of his players don't leave either.
Right.
So he got
they are one of the older programs, yeah. And UConn got some dogs, man. UConn, like Hurley said, a lot of people forgot about us because they started out preseason number one, and then they lost a couple of games and fell out of the top 25 damn near, and people forgot about them, man. And now here they are. Here they are. So
it's gonna be something.
San Diego State, man, they go in too many offensive lulls, man.
Yeah,
that's their problem.
They don't have the best shooters in the world.
They don't. But what they do is they defend their ass off.
I was about to say they play defense.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and it's the same thing. So this is what I was saying about Tennessee. Is Tennessee plays like San Diego State. Don't have real shooters, but they big and they physical. And if the refs let them get away with that, they could cause trouble. But Florida Atlantic ain't give a shit about how physical they were.
Yeah. And
so man, if taking it to their big boys.
So yeah, if you pick this Final Four, you're a lying motherfucker, man. Because there was after the second round, there was 0 brackets left with teams that were correct. 0. So this is gonna be interesting, man. No Kansas, no UNC, no Kentucky, no Duke. I'm happy with that, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I guess Duke coach, you know what he got himself into. I can't remember his name.
John Scheyer.
John Scheyer. Yeah. He know what he got himself into now.
You know what's going to be a good game to watch tomorrow night? Virginia Tech and Ohio State.
Yeah, that'll be good.
If Ohio State put that press on Virginia Tech like they did Tennessee.
Force that one.
No.
I mean, like they did UConn.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State put that press like they did UConn, and Virginia Tech can break it. They in trouble.
So that's where UConn missed Bucas.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they missed her.
Mm-hmm.
They missed her all season, but if she was playing against Ohio State, that press they wouldn't have turned the ball over that many times.
She was their guard, wasn't she?
She's the point.
Yeah.
They're not turning that ball over that many times with her.
Man.
Yeah. Hell, they probably wouldn't even impress them.
Them girls was there. Dogs in
they would have tried it. They would have tried it, and then if it would have failed, they'd have probably backed off. But I wouldn't have backed off.
Yeah, so
neither were her on the sideline.
Yeah, we'll get into the women's Final Four on Wednesday. I promise I'll do the podcast on Wednesday, man. I'll be sitting there fucking off, but I'm really waiting for the well, we'll get into that. So this is set. This will be good. I can't wait for it. I'll be sitting there watching. It's gonna be a good Final Four, man. All of these coaches are probably, except for Jim Larranaga and the UConn coach, the other two coaches will probably be getting phone calls from bigger programs. I hope that FAU guy don't take a bigger program because he's gonna fail. He'll fail just like the rest of them do. Even the row the boat guy in football who took the bigger job from Central Michigan and went to Minnesota, he's failing miserably. They ain't rowed the boat since he got to Minnesota.
Not since the first year.
They ain't rolled the boat yet. So I hope Tom Herman failed when he left Houston and went to Texas in football. Shaka Smarts failed. It's some other Charlie Strong when he left Louisville. He really didn't get the chance to do any work at Texas, though.
I was about to say they fired him after one season, though, didn't they?
Nah, it was.
He got 3.
It was like 3. But as soon as he started getting his players in, and that's when, because remember the defense dramatically changed because that's his side of the ball. So he started getting his players, and then they couldn't get a quarterback. If you ain't got no quarterback, so it's hard to win in college football.
Not to go off course, but it just brings me back to a conversation that I had with somebody when Golden State won their first 2 championships, and somebody was like, "Oh, Steve Kerr is..."
Nah, that was Mark Jackson's team. Steve Kerr,
That's
he admits
exactly
that.
what I was
He
saying.
admits that too. Steve
He
Kerr,
do.
he always admits that. He
That's
says Mark Jackson did a
exactly what
great
I was
job with
saying.
these guys, man. Steve Kerr know what he
Man,
did.
this
You know what he
dude,
got.
this dude was kissing Steve Kerr ass like, oh, Steve Kerr, he put that team together. He made that work. And I'm like, man, are you crazy? Mark Jackson put that team together. He got fired, and they hired Steve Kerr. They was
You know
already
why?
there. All they did was add a couple pieces.
And part of the reason he got fired is because he wouldn't let them trade Steph Curry. Because they would not let him. He would not let them trade Steph Curry.
And I guarantee right now, every time they see Mark Jackson, they always thank him.
No, they don't.
He do a lot of Golden State games too, man.
Mm-hmm.
He better than I am. I'd be like, man, fuck Golden State. I ain't doing none of them games.
I'm telling you, they probably like, yo, thank you, because you told us don't trade him. You wouldn't let us trade him, and look what he panned out to be.
Yeah.
But it was because he had them bum ankles.
Right. Yeah, it's first 5 seasons, man.
Yeah, he
He
kept
struggled with them ankles.
And now he got them super ankle braces on now with that tape there. Ain't letting them mess it up no more.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Caitlin Clark she probably 18 to 20 of 8 points right now.
Which she should have.
She got started. She done got started now. All right, here we go. Next. I'll let y'all talk about this.
Go ahead, Pep.
I'm gonna tell you how disappointed I am in this fight. So I know I put it in the text last night. When you act like y'all hate each other, and y'all ain't out there trying to hurt each other, I got a problem with that. I have a problem with that. But I will say, Plant fought a smart fight. And I'll tell you why.
Did he win?
Nah, he lost.
Okay, I thought so. I didn't even stick around for the decision, man. I'm like, man, fuck.
Benavidez.
I was like, fuck this fight, man.
He had to knock Benavidez out to win that fight.
Benavidez from round 8 to 12 could have dropped Plant and ended that fight every round. And this is why I said Kenny Bayless shouldn't get another championship fight for the rest of his refereeing career.
Because they should have been stopping that fight and saying 1 point for holding, 1 point for holding. Every time he got hit and rocked, he grabbed him.
But it wasn't even he got hit and rocked. He would throw punches and then go hold. And he was doing that from the first round. So that's why I was saying Plant fought a smart fight.
Right.
Because you've seen, like, this dude had 26 fights and 23 knockouts. So you know this dude got knockout power.
Yeah.
You know it. So he held every chance he could get. And Kenny Bayless never gave him a warning for holding.
Never.
And it was after one round, after the round, Kenny Bayless went to Benavidez's corner and was telling him not to use like his forearms to push him off. But then the whole corner is saying, but he's holding. You're not going to warn him for holding.
Right.
And it was like every other round he was going back to Benavidez's corner to give him a warning about something. But he wasn't talking to Plant. No, he would never go to that corner, and he would never if you're not going to take a point, at least give him a warning.
Yeah.
For holding. Because you have to, he was the only one holding. He was the only one reaching out and grabbing the whole fight. And then when Benavidez rocked him a good time, he went back and it got to a point where while he was holding, Benavidez was just backing up and just uppercutting him just to get him off him.
Yeah.
But he was still holding, falling over trying to hold him too.
So I got home and I seen the whole text string, so I'm like, oh, it's on ESPN. Let me turn it on, but it was Comey. FYI, that dude should never fight again. He's trash. He should just
Who?
quit.
Comey.
Yeah, he should just quit. But so I'm watching the Comey fight, and you said something, Guns. You said something about Plant Benavidez, and I'm like, well, shit, what channel was that on? Because you said you was watching ESPN. So
yeah, I was watching that too.
I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, shit. So then you said it was on Showtime. Pay-per-view. So, I did my secret squirrel shit. Went straight to it. I'm watching. It's the 10th round. As soon as I cast it to my TV, I see this. And that's Plant's head. I'm like, what in the hell? And he was
bleeding down his face, man. I'm like,
he was just getting
that came from a headbutt.
Oh,
that came from a headbutt. But
he would hit Benavidez maybe once or twice after. He would hit Benavidez once every 10 punches. He would hit him. And Benavidez was eating that shit like it was a cheesesteak. That was good. But take these fries and this Tahitian treat with it.
Offensive foul. Yeah.
I'm like,
you could hear him.
Damn, he was killing that dude.
The crazy
I thought he was going to knock him out, or he was going to stop the fight.
Nah, I knew Kenny better this one. Kenny, that dude he's a bad ref, man. This is like the third round. This is like the third big time fight he's had where he's been the problem in the fight.
Right. In the 11th round, Plant had hold of Benavidez's left arm, and he was just leaning, and Benavidez was just like, get off me, get him off me. And he looked back at the ref, get him off. Like he was just sitting there hitting him. And then Plant finally grabbed hold of him all the way, and they broke it up. But I'm just like, God, you must have just stopped this, because he's not throwing punches. He's barely moving, because every time whatever Benavidez threw connected. That's why he kept grabbing him. Everything he threw connected. So at that point, Pep, you was a boxer too.
Mm-hmm.
From your knowledge, like mine, the referee will tell you, if you're not throwing no punches and you keep taking punishment, I'm stopping it.
But the crazy part is about that fight, though, G. But you know what the crazy part is? So Plant asked for a bigger ring.
So he can run.
So he can move. And Benavidez said, sure, you can have a bigger ring, because eventually, I'm going to cut this ring off on you.
Yeah.
So I think Plant won like the first 4 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But even Benavidez said, I know I'm going to lose the first couple rounds because I always give those rounds away. But he won, like Benavidez won like from rounds
5 through 12.
So from round 5 through 12, once he started cutting that ring off, and he really started cutting that ring off, because he caught Plant in the 4th round with a nice left hook. Pow! Caught him. Rocked him a little bit. And from then on, it was like, yeah, I know which way you're going now. I know which way you're trying to get out. It ain't happening no more. And from then on, other than the holding, Plant couldn't really get away no more.
And he wasn't even really throwing punches to get out. He was just, But
that's what pissed me off with Benavidez, though. Because Benavidez at 168, the heavier you go, the less punches you throw per round.
Mm-hmm.
But Benavidez averaged throwing 70 punches a round, and that's a lot for 168.
I was about to say, he has a high activity.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing that last night. He throwing like 25, 30 punches a round. And I'm sitting here yelling at the TV like, Benavidez, what you doing? You trying to get his fight away.
Yeah, it was something.
But he clearly won that fight. Yeah. But the fight I was telling you about, Guns, was 2 fights before this one.
Uh-huh.
There was a kid named, I think he's Mexican. His name was Velasquez.
Okay.
And he fought this kid from Brooklyn, Chris Colbert. 25 seconds into the fight, he drops Colbert. Boom.
But not a lot of cranberry.
Oh, drops him. Hard. Boom, drops him. He clearly Velasquez
Nah.
clearly won this fight. Hands down. These jokers gave Chris Colbert a unanimous decision.
Oh, he got Sweet Pea, huh?
Oh.
Man,
it was
boxing.
it was worse than Sweet Pea, man. It was worse. It was worse. Like, he hurt. Now, mind you, I usually root for everybody out of Brooklyn. So just let that be known. I do. And then I watched like a documentary with him on it, Chris Colbert, while he was going through the amateurs. Mm-hmm. And so I knew who he was. And I'm like, okay, well, you saying Prime Time is back. Let me see what Prime Time gonna do tonight. And Prime Time got his ass whooped. Like, he literally out of the 10 rounds, he probably won 2, maybe 3 rounds. And the dude stopped. He wasn't even really punching in those rounds. So it was like he was letting them have those rounds.
Good pass.
But when he started throwing, like, Chris Colbert was like, it was almost a stinky leg, but he was just backing up.
Hey, man,
I saw the highlights.
Fight, I was watching. Did you see the Samoan dude? Oh my goodness, man, he hit that big dude, man, the tall dude. That dude's legs was. That brother looked like one of them flailing things that be outside the outside the gym. Yeah, man. I was like, oh my god. But then the big Samoan dude, he got tired, man. It was like 3 rings, round 4, 5, and 6. That dude had no juice, man.
Yeah, he was done. And you can see it in
the
highlights.
It was only a 6-round fight, man.
You can see it in the highlights. Like, he done.
So
he's done.
Spent. That just reminds me of what's his name? Pep, your boy.
Your Butterbean?
Nah, your uncle's boy.
Oh, Wilder.
Yeah, it just reminds me of that because he got all that muscle and everything, but by the 4th, 5th round, he tired. And I said the same thing about Tyson. I'm like, yo, you ever wonder why any fight that went past 5 rounds with Tyson, he damn near came close to losing, and then he got the knockout. He not used to going that long because he too daggone big. That weight, that shit, muscle's heavy, yo.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people don't understand, like, throwing power shots, that takes a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And if all you throwing is power shots, waiting for that one, you go wear yourself out.
No, you can put them in both in the same. My bad.
I don't know who that dude is.
I don't even care.
But on April 8th, hey, man.
He finna catch them hands.
Them hands will be available.
Yeah, that's fine. Put it in the refrigerator.
I don't know. He fighting from North. It'll be on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
I know they about the Wilder versus what's the name for?
I ain't watching that.
That's not happening again.
Fury. I hope
they're saying that's gonna be his next fight because him and what's his name it's not happening.
Because Fury don't want to fight Usyk.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I believe it.
Hey man, when you tell the person with the most belts, you get 30% and I get 70, and you got 24, and you got 24 hours to answer, and we not fighting.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I'm gonna end that. I did that right now.
I'm not fighting you.
You ain't got the clout to be making them kind of demands, man.
Like he Gladys Knight and you the pit.
Now I'll say this: he do, but he don't have the most belts.
Okay,
and that's the problem. I mean, he has the title. He got the WBC. But Usyk got everything else.
Means he done fought everybody else, and you ain't fought nobody but Deontay Wilder.
Nah, but remember, he beat Klitschko, and Klitschko was the man. He took them belts from Klitschko.
But by that time, Klitschko was getting old, man.
No. When Joshua fought Klitschko, he was old. When Joshua fought Klitschko, Klitschko was old.
I always thought Joshua was a bum anyway.
Yeah, and Klitschko put Joshua down. So Fury beat him way years before that. But after he beat Klitschko, Fury was doing all that drinking and partying and ruined himself. And he went away from boxing completely to get himself together.
Now he looked like an in-shape butterbean.
Yeah. But he's the same fighter though, but he's just clean now. And he don't do all that the foolishness he used to do. So, I mean, I'll say, Fury do got the clout to say that, but hey man, I'll give this to Plant Benavidez. They gave everybody a fight everybody want to see.
Yeah, I agree. So, from the 2 rounds, from the 2.5 rounds that I saw, I agree.
So now it's all on it's all on Canelo.
Oh, you didn't read that article I sent?
No.
Canelo, there's that fight will never happen.
Because Canelo's scared of him. I'm just telling you, Canelo's scared of this dude.
They said Canelo said that he has to fight, that he's got to fight everybody else before he gets to him.
No, he don't. No, he don't.
By that time, you're going to retire from boxing.
So when he was a champion, you ain't fight him. So now he got to fight everybody else. Why? He just beat the same dude you just beat. Because you beat Plant. And now he just beat Plant. Who else got to fight? Because you ain't fighting nobody else. You want him to go up to light heavyweight and fight too? Because the
Cats be running
twin,
from people, man.
Yeah, because the Charlo twin don't want to fight Benavidez either. He don't want to. Because Ben
I have no faith and confidence in neither Charlo brother. Neither one. Neither one. However you want to fucking say it. Tomato, goddammit. Neither one of them to me. Well, one is better than the other, but neither one of them to me is capable of holding all them belts.
They ain't had a fight in a while, have they?
Neither one of, but the younger one, Jamal, I think it is. He's the undisputed champ. No, he's the undisputed champ at 154. He got all the belts.
Yeah, but he's not fighting nobody.
No, he's beating the people. No, he's beating everybody he's fighting. And even the fight that he lost, he won that fight. I watched him. He won that fight, but the judges gave it to old boy from Detroit. And then when they did the rematch, he knocked the old boy out. And then he had a close fight with some Costanzo, I think that was his name. Mm-hmm. And because that fight was close, they did a rematch. And then he knocked him out in 3 rounds too. So the one at 154, he ain't fighting a while, but he's fighting all of the top contenders in 154. That's the one at 168.
The other one
at 168.
That's the one that broke his hand, ain't it?
The one at 168 is the better out of the two. He's the better twin out of the two. But he ain't fighting nobody. And he been calling out all of everybody else except Benavidez. Mm-hmm. But he don't want no parts of Benavidez. So I don't even know why he was at the fight last night. Because you see,
man.
Yeah, but you see he ain't getting in the ring. But you see he ain't getting in the ring and start talking like we should make this fight happen.
Right.
Because most fighters, when you in the same weight division and they win they fight, and you a top prospect or you a top contender in that same division, you get in the ring and say you want to make that fight happen.
Yeah.
That ain't happened last night. So it's all up to Canelo to make that fight happen.
I don't think Canelo wants to fight nobody anymore. I think he just wants to retire with his legacy. I don't think he wants any more L's. Because Canelo got how many L's?
2. But this is the so this is why I say Floyd messed up boxing. This is why I say that. Because now everybody wants to finish with the O.
Uh-huh.
Like, look at the all-time great boxers.
They all
All-time
lost.
great.
They all lost something,
except for Floyd and Rocky Marciano.
Right.
Everybody else got at least 2 or 3 losses.
Mm-hmm.
We call Muhammad Ali the greatest of all time, and he had what, 4, 5, 6 losses?
Something like that.
Yeah. He lost to Frazier.
But he's known for fighting all of the top heavyweights.
Right.
Thomas Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, they all fought each other.
Yep.
Consistently.
So
that's when boxing was, exciting, man.
You
knew you was gonna get that good fight.
It was still corrupt, but it was good.
Yeah, it was corrupt as hell, but shit, at least you knew you were gonna get a good fight, man.
Pep, that's when championship fights used to come on Saturday nights on Wild World of Sports, and you could watch that shit for free on TV.
But the crazy part is, when my uncle turned pro, he got the biggest contract from ABC Sports. And his fights used to come on like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Wow,
on like a Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, on like Saturday or Sunday.
Yep. Wild World of Sports. Because my stepfather got me into boxing. He used to be sitting there watching boxing. I would go sit there. I would go sit next to him and watch boxing, and he would sit there. He couldn't box a lick, but he could explain what the hell was going on and what was what and the lead hand, and he knew what was southpaw and what was conventional. And shit, I would sit there, and he the one that got me into it. And my first street fight, the dude, everybody knew I was right-handed, but I fight southpaw. I don't fight conventional. So I'm right-handed, and that's my lead hand, and everybody's like, oh, that right hand is his lead hand. He ain't gonna knock me out. Okay, that left coming, you gonna get hit with that thunder.
Man, I know Greg Popovich has got to be frustrated, man. I think they got him tanking. I think they got him tanking on purpose for Wembayama, man. But this has got to be killing him.
And they took everybody from him.
I knew they were tanking when they traded DeJounte Murray.
Yep.
I knew they was tanking when they traded him because Pop loved that kid, man. This has got to be frustrating, man. And if they don't get Wembayama, he's gonna retire.
I mean, him and old boy they sent to LA to the Lakers. Lonnie Walker.
Oh yeah, Lonnie Walker.
But when they got rid of Lonnie Walker, I was like, yep, tank.
But he said it. Greg Popovich said we wanted to trade Murray so he could have a better chance at winning. He said it this summer when they traded him. So if you ain't think the Spurs is gonna start tanking, you wasn't listening to Greg Popovich.
Yeah, and what's the general manager's name? Whoever he is.
Yeah.
He likes drafting them French players, man. He loves French players. He's had at least 3 on his roster, throughout their little run and shit. So this has got to be killing Pop, man.
What was the dude that backed up Tony Parker? Where was he from? He was like Australian or something like some.
Patty Mills. Yeah,
Patty Mills.
Who can't buy a bucket in Brooklyn?
A fan got banned in Utah because he yelled out, "Go back to Jamaica," and we sitting there like, "Dude, he's Australian. What the hell are you talking about? Learn your players, clown. You're gonna show up and talk about somebody.
Learn your culture. Just because he got dreads don't mean he's from Jamaica."
Hey man, they some of them folks, man, they retarded with it, man.
I watched the daggone. It was about high school basketball in Utah, and how the black players, they got it on camera that the student body at one of the schools in Utah was doing the monkey sounds and yelling out the N-word. Yeah. And the athletic director and the principal was like, "We didn't hear it." I'm like, that's why I would never go.
That's a lie.
If I was in the NFL or the NBA, before you ever traded me to the Denver Broncos or to the Utah Jazz, I'll retire. Or
It's like I said, if I ever started a sports league, Utah and Boston wouldn't get none of them teams. None of them. Two of the racist cities in the country, man. Salt Lake and Boston.
The ones that physically show it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't afraid to show it. But I was just watching that shit and I'm like, man, that's like, I guess that's like one reason why I would never ever go to one of them two states. Iowa's another one. Anywhere in the northern Midwest.
Yeah.
Can't pay me to do it.
I went to school up there in Massachusetts.
I'm sorry.
I went to Boston. I went to Boston a couple times, but I've never heard it. Even when I went to a Celtics game, never heard it. But I know it's there.
Oh yeah, plenty of baseball players have said it, and football players.
Plenty of Red Sox baseball players have said it.
Exactly.
So when your home players say it, you know it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. That whole New England area, man, fuck them.
I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water.
They can blow that shit up off the map and I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. So me and Troy Brown are related from my grandfather's side of the family.
Troy Brown.
Played for the Patriots.
Got you.
So when I was in school up there, you know, it's a small state. You could drive through Massachusetts probably like 2 hours.
Yep.
So, and it's only maybe a 45-minute ride from Springfield to Boston. He invited me to a game and I wouldn't go. And, you know, my friends was like, why you not going? I was like, first off, I'm a Jets fan. And, you know, we ain't never really meet, so I don't really know him. And I'm going to go with my Jets gear on. So I'm automatically make enemies when I go.
I got a story to tell off camera. It ain't for everybody to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just... Boy, they getting that final. They got that Final Four court already. My wife asked me, she said, do they paint that shit on there? I said, babe, they travel with that goddamn floor.
They put that floor together.
Uh-huh.
I said, they travel with that floor. That floor is numbered as to what pieces go where. They got schematics and numbers. That floor go everywhere. I said, look, when you watch a Sixers game, a lot of the times people be in there slipping and shit. I was like, look at check the temperature. If it's hot in there, the ice under the floor is melting. Because
it's always cold in there.
The Flyers play in the same damn building.
That's like in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, the crews be working, man.
Because Barclays is where the Islanders play now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the Islanders moved from Long Island,
right?
And now they play in Brooklyn. And just like the Rangers, they play in the Garden, so it's always cold in there.
Always.
Because they got to keep that ice cold.
Yep. Because if you go to a Spurs game, I promise you're going to burn the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, I've been in there before.
You're going to burn the fuck up in the AT&T Center.
Hey, that stadium raggedy too, man.
Yes, it is.
They need to renovate. It's raggedy, man. The rails be shaking and shit.
I told you they switched out. They switched out the trophies.
Yeah.
When AT&T Center?
So remember when we went to the game, we went to the Nets Spurs game, they had the old trophies in there. And the thing I liked about the trophies that they had in there is they just took the trophies and put them in there. They didn't clean them, didn't wipe the fingerprints off them or nothing. So everybody who touched and kissed on the trophy, all that stuff was still on the trophy. Yeah. But now, since they done changed the Larry O'Brien trophy, they got 5 brand new trophies in there. and now they got a ring under each trophy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they changed it. I'm bragging, taking people to the game, like, yeah, you get to see the fingerprints all on the trophies and blah blah blah. You get in there, they all brand new trophies.
Or they done cleaned them.
No. It's the new trophy.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because the new trophy got like the imprint of the net on it now. The old one was just gold, just straight gold. So
yeah, it was straight gold. Sitting on the little podium type joint. Yeah, you're right.
The shape of it, the shape didn't change. It's just now they got the ingrain of the net on the trophy.
Yeah, when we was in Orlando last week or 2 weeks ago, Orlando was playing, and we was coming from Universal Studios, and I was like, damn. I'm driving. I had to look at my phone. My wife's like, "What the fuck wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm trying to figure out why traffic is so bad at this time." And she's like, "Oh, it's always like this." My wife's from Orlando. I was like, "Nah." I said, "Orlando got a game tonight." So everybody going to the game, even the motherfuckers, the scalpers that ain't going.
Paolo Banchero
they going to the game. She was like, "For real?" And I had to show her on my phone. I was like, "Yeah, they play at 7:00." I was just trying to go get me a damn water ice.
So how y'all feeling about y'all team, man? He's still not a Jet yet, Pep. But I see you got your little green screen.
Yeah, take flight. All gas, no brakes. I'm at the point now where if y'all not gonna make this happen, y'all might as well trade these 2 picks to Baltimore. Yeah. You might as well. Because if you're gonna pay this dude, what, 50, 60 million this year, and he might stay for 1 year.
Yeah.
Or you could sign Lamar Jackson for 4 or 5 years and have you an up and coming, already MVP to go along with this young talent you got, and he ain't gonna kill your defense like number 2 will. So, we'll see. We will see what happens.
I just seen that text you sent.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I thought y'all saw my eyes, but
Boy, stop. So Philly, yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what the safety from Pittsburgh is gonna do. Because he wasn't that solid in Pittsburgh.
Is that the Edmonds kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy about it. I'm always gonna be. Well, I'm lying. I'm gonna always support my team. I think the GM needs to be fired because he does stupid shit. Because I'm a firm believer. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Motherfucker, you just went to the goddamn Super Bowl. Win, lose, or draw, your motherfucking ass should not be changing that goddamn team. They did not lose. Agents, man. I got it. But that's when you sit the whole team down and be like, look, we got something here. But motherfuckers
sounds good.
And I feel you. But
you heard of Carlos Boozer?
But that's all that shady business and shit that has been going on.
Brothers want their money, man.
For so long.
It breathes well, G. It breathes well, man. But
you heard of Carlos Boozer?
Yeah. He was just at the Chicago Bulls Sixers game the other day in Chicago.
Yeah. But in Cleveland, they was like, we gonna pay this young kid, then we gonna get you straight. And then he just left. Because he said, yeah, I'm cool with that. And they took all that money from Utah.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's my thing. You've already said it. It's so much shade. It's so much shiesty shit in sports right now. It's a damn shame, and it's always been happening at certain times, certain peaks, certain teams. but you just went to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna sit the 18 players that I knew that were free agents, unrestricted. That were free agents. Period. I'm bringing them in. Hey, I need you to come in early. Be here by 9. We need to talk. I'm gonna have them all in the room. I need to know what you want to do now, because this is what that. Hold on, Guns. I see the smile on your face, and I see the words in your head already, building up, hitting the door, trying to get out. This is our vision. This is what we're trying to do. These are our priorities, and I'm gonna have players' names up there. These are our priorities as far as free agents. Everybody below this line, if you want to stay, thank you. If you don't want to stay, thank you for your participation. Thank you for a wonderful season. And chuck them deuces, and I'll cut my losses right. And as a free agent, we'll just cut you.
But you ain't in all of that. You ain't talked money to them. They want to know how much money you paying them before before they make this decision.
So so I'm gonna give them my vision, and then I'm having individual one-on-one sessions with them, and I'm doing this shit before the end of the season. I'm doing this shit before the end of the season, because if Philly would have won if we would have won that Super Bowl, none of the motherfuckers would have left.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that either, G. Some of them take that ring. Some of them take that ring and be like, "I'm a Super Bowl champion now. Pay me."
So I was just about to say that's always been there, dude. That line. I was gonna say, so some of them gonna get the big head. Some of them gonna be like, well, we just won a Super Bowl. I think I'm worth $15 million a year or over the next 3. Then you want to give me 7 or 8 or whatever for whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna bust a bubble. Nah, dude, you not really. But since you said that, no problems. You can go test free agency. Have a nice fucking day. I'm gonna keep it 100, but I'm also trying to keep everything that I got. So, like I said, if you want to leave, go ahead. Don't talk shit. Now, whatever Gardner Johnson, mm-hmm. I didn't know. BA said that he wanted that it came out he wanted too much. He wanted too much money. Cool. You wanted too much money. He was a good safety, but he wasn't worth giving him more than 10 million. So with that dude, I'm going to your article. With that dude, why you go to the op and you take less than what we would have gave you? What are you gonna do? You a safety. So unless you coming up and you trying to get physical with AJ Brown gonna hurt your fucking feelings. You took less for what? For 1 year, you took less.
Yeah.
Detroit, these cats see what your potential is, and they gonna pay you off of that. So he can go to hell.
I'll tell you why he went to Detroit. Detroit had a decent year last year, and now for some reason, everybody think Detroit is going to be one of the teams to beat in the NFC. So now if I go to Detroit and we had the same kind of success we had last season in Philly, not even the same record, but go as far as they did, I'll eventually get more money than what I just gave up. That's why he went to Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit had a good season last year.
They came on at the end.
I was about to say they came on at the end.
They started winning games at the end. But Detroit was good all year long. They was decent all year long.
But look at the teams that they was winning, that they was beating.
Oh,
But gee, when does that matter?
They
in the
records is
NFL?
half a shit.
But when does that matter in the NFL?
Which is true.
They never say, but the teams they were beating, they
Did
just
they
go
get a new
straight to the
quarter-
records.
Did they get a new quarterback?
nah, they're going with Jared Goff.
But here's the problem with Jared Goff, right?
Other than
Because he do, and I agree with that. But for some reason, because Detroit had a decent year offensively too, everybody got a change of heart about that dude.
Yeah.
So now instead of we looking for a quarterback, we have a quarterback. So and now they supposed to be one of the teams to beat now. Especially if 12 goes over to the AFC.
We'll see.
I was just about to say that.
We'll see, because
proof is in the pudding.
Yeah,
no, I agree with you. But I'm just from all these, shows that all these former NFL players talking on it. This is what it's supposed to be now. It's like, but none of y'all would go to Detroit.
They get paid to say that kind of stuff, though, man.
They also get paid to be honest too.
If they not biased towards that team, of course, because
you want to you talk about biases. You want to talk about these Cowboy players that's on TV?
Oh man, don't get me started on Marcus Spears and Michael Irvin.
Talk about the one that's on this podcast. Oh, he ain't here. I ain't gonna talk about him. I do it to his face.
Just.
I'm pretty happy with what we've done in free agency, man. Hargrave and Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead, and then we got one of Detroit's defensive ends too. So we're gonna be solid, man. We lost Mosley, but we played all season without him anyway because of that ACL tear. Our defense is pretty much the same, except we ain't gonna have Kinlaw probably gonna be a backup now to Hargrave, which is how it should be. And we're gonna get after the quarterback on defense. On offense, they retooling the offensive line, at least the right side of it, because McGlinchey's gone now. He's the one who got Purdy hurt. And the backup dude, the Journey. Both of them sacks came from the right side. Yeah, both of them sacks came from the right side, man. So
killer jerseys.
I don't know if they're gonna start McKivitz or if they're gonna look for another offensive lineman, but they just re-signed Kivitz for 2 years. And Burford, we got Feliciano. So if Burford don't work out, they'll put Feliciano in there. Of course, we got McCaffrey coming back. All the usual suspects coming back. Trey Lance will be back. We'll see what he looks like. Brock Purdy's coming back. They said we got 19, and I guess they counting Mosley in that. We got 19 of our 22 starters coming back.
You too.
So that's solid. That's solid. So,
yeah,
I don't know how much money we got to sign any rookies, but after the draft, but
it'd be
they gonna be saving money to sign because all they gotta do is sign a rookie to the league minimum.
Well, yeah, we ain't got no first or second round picks, so.
Oh yeah, y'all good then.
Yeah, we good.
Y'all can trade y'all 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th round. 4th, 6th, and 7th, 8th rounds. 7th rounds. Y'all can trade them jokers away. Trade them away.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I think y'all
interesting, man.
I think y'all gonna win more than 10 games next season.
I ain't saying nothing until I know who my quarterback is.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't saying nothing until I know who my quarterback is.
But even with a bum that y'all have,
no, man, no.
Nah. Number two can't do it. He can't get it done, man.
But I'm saying, even with the bum that they had, they were winning games.
No, Mike White did some of that. Mike White did a lot of
that.
So
the crazy part is
Mike White.
The crazy part. No. Mike White only won one game.
That's how Bart Scott's always say his name, man.
But you heard what I said, right?
Yeah.
Mike White only won one game.
The defense did a lot of it.
So that dude was 6-1, 6-2, whatever it was. But it's a problem where he can't hit the short and middle part of the field. And it's not like I don't expect him to make like the hard throw all the time. Like you running for your life and you putting the ball in between your receiver's numbers. Nah.
Yeah.
Not that. I'm telling you drop back or you roll and your receivers run across the middle wide open 12 yards down the field and you overshoot him like 15 yards above his head. You putting the ball on the turf
and one
where he could catch it and run for about 20 more yards. Those are the passes he's always missing.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch you in your face for that one.
Yeah. Those are ones he's always missing.
As soon as you come off the field, I'm punching. They're gonna charge me with assault because I'm punch you dead in your face.
So that's what. So it was 2, and it was LaFleur. Why Elijah Moore came out in the middle of the year was like, please trade me.
Right.
Because your game plan sucks. 2 sucks, and you still ain't putting us in a position where 2 can make a good throw. So
he's terrible, man. He was terrible. I'm glad. And they was talking about the 49ers drafting that dude, man. Oh man.
You have you do have an idea because you've seen me yell at people before.
Yeah.
But I used to always yell at my TV when they was talking about drafting him over Fields. I'm like, why? Like, what on tape has shown you that this kid is better than Justin Fields?
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Like, I don't care about his pro day because his pro day he throwing against air.
Yep.
I don't care about
pass rush. He ain't got to read a defense.
The combine. It's just you throwing against air. What happened to? And I'm gonna always go back to this because I say it all the time. What are these scouts watching? Because what did he do at BYU that said he was better than all other quarterbacks he got drafted in front of?
You don't watch Power, huh?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Guns will know when I say it. He's a Western.
yeah.
So I do know some of the characters.
Yeah.
I know some of them. Just, because I randomly, my wife be watching it sometimes. I'll pop in on it while she watching. But yeah.
He's a Western. That's all.
Yeah.
Why he ain't in jail right now for drug dealing? After you admitted it on the stand. That's why. That's why. That's exactly why right there. Shit. But I think as long as it ain't 2, and we know it ain't gonna be Mike White because he gone.
Mike White.
So, I mean, I think y'all could have got. No, I ain't gonna do that to you.
No,
I almost said
you about to say Jimmy. You about to say Jimmy G.
I almost said Gardner Minshew.
Oh, but that was already said on here by the dude in the blue hat.
I said that.
Yeah, you said that.
Who did I say?
Gardner Minshew.
No, I didn't say that. He came up one time. They was talking about it on one of the sports shows. Oh no, I'd never do you like that, bro. I said they was talking about Gardner Minshew going to the Jets.
No,
he's trash, man. he won a couple of games in Jacksonville, and then everybody thought he was, you know.
But so here's the thing with that, especially with rookies, they don't really have tape on you.
Nope.
So I even say that about these players in the NBA. Like there's no real tape on you. Now what you do from year 2 to the rest of your career determines how good of a how good of a pro you are. Because in football, there's 16 games we've seen you play. Now we know what you're good at. We know what we think you're bad at. Now we're going to force you into what we think you're bad at. And if you can still beat us, then that means you're a decent pro.
Right.
But if you can't, then you turn into a career backup or out the league.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with him down in Jacksonville. Wasn't no tape on him. But I could just come in here and wreck shop because don't nobody know what I'm about.
They always talking about that goddamn mustache too. Like that motherfucker, that shit don't help him. He's trash.
It don't. If a mustache helped Baker Mayfield be an all-pro.
What, with that pedophile mustache?
Yeah. That Fu Manchu he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. I think y'all will be better than what y'all were this year.
Man, they better quit letting Iowa just stand there with having target practice
with a sniper rifle and a high-powered scope. It's like
they got a girl just. They got a yeah. They got a girl just face guarding Haley Van Lith, man. She ain't paying no attention to the defense. Yeah, she on the court right now.
Yeah, you see my eyes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Oh, you late. You late.
Nah, I was looking at my TV trying to find it. Yeah. Oh, you just gonna let her shoot?
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. That's target practice, man.
And nobody guarding it. So, do they still say what I know we used to say? I still say it. You don't leave them open.
I say it.
Oh, okay. I say I know we still say it, but I'm asking, anybody else?
I still say that's the only reason they on the court.
Most of them, yeah.
It ain't they out there like,
It's I'll say like 99.9, like 99.8% of them. That's why they on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, every now and again, you might get a Jason Williams, but
I was gonna bring up White Chocolate.
Yeah, it ain't too many of him.
Yeah.
This chick at the line, that's the chick that don't never dribble.
25.
Yeah. They got shirts made for her to say no dribble, no problem.
Oh, for real?
She's dribbled once.
She's dribbled
once all season.
Yeah, from Iowa.
Yeah, y'all know I'm like 30, 45 seconds behind.
Yeah. My TV in my bedroom is like that. I could watch a play here and go in there and it's about 30 seconds behind, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's 40. Oh, yeah. 44.
Yeah, LSU got lucky.
I want to see how South Carolina gonna play this game. I mean, Maryland gonna play this game tomorrow. If they gonna pack the lane like UCLA tried to. They just start lobbing the ball over them, man. They just started lobbing the ball over them girls from UCLA. They gonna wear you down with their size. And if Zia Cook gets started early, and Bree Bill will knock down some shots when you leave her open.
The problem with them, and I said it, is I don't know what Don Staley is saying. None of us do. But they hesitate. They catch it, and they're wide open, and they hesitate.
The rhythm and shoot it, yeah.
You hesitate. Like, if you're gonna shoot it, shoot it. And if you shoot it, I'm pretty sure Don Staley ain't gonna be mad because 9.5 times out of 10, either Boston or Saxon or Cardoso is going to get the offensive rebound, or 15
Exactly.
One of them four go get the offensive rebound and get the putback.
So I was just about to say, Guns, you're just passing it over the top. If Maryland don't have nobody that's at least 6'6", 6'7",
and I don't know if they do.
They don't,
because they used to have Angel Reese there.
They don't.
She at LSU now.
Yeah, all they gonna do is sit there and throw that shit over the top to Cardoso, and that's what I'm saying.
They'll bring Boston to the free throw line, and she'll catch it and throw it over the top.
But I was going to say, what does Angel Reese matter? Because
we saw Boston, what they did to her.
We watched Boston put it on her, and Boston guarded her the whole game.
Yeah.
So she don't make a big difference for both of them.
If you watch this game today, she didn't score until the second half, and she only had like 16 points, and she fouled out. So
I think she finished with 32.
Who, this game tonight?
Today?
Nah. She only had like 18.
No. It wasn't that. This is a 30-second double-double. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a double-double. But, I mean, for me, like I said, LSU don't play together. That's why they're not going to – they made it to the Final
Everybody
Four.
playing for second anyway, man. I just feel that way. I just feel that way, man, about South Carolina because
this will be like, so if South Carolina lose, it'll be like the year what team beat Baylor?
I don't remember.
It was one year a team beat Baylor
with Brittany.
It was a year they lost in like the Sweet 16 or something like that, and they weren't supposed to lose. It could have been Stanford, I think, but it was early in the tournament, not the Final Four, and they weren't supposed to lose. But yeah, that's what it'll be like that, but just later in the season in the tournament if South Carolina lose, almost like '99 when UConn beat Duke, because Duke wasn't supposed to lose that year.
Well, I for sure text. I said that on LSU has good players. They have solid players. I like their little point guard. I like Angel Reese. But they don't have enough. They don't have enough players. You can take Aaliyah Boston out the game and sit her on the bench. You can sit Cardoso on the bench. And they got two more players that's coming in to replace them that's going to put up the same shit that they putting up and do the same shit that they do.
Cardoso is the sixth woman, so she don't even start.
No, she don't.
6'7", right. She's six man off the bench, man. When she comes in, the game changes again. Like, she's a game changer, man. It really changes, man.
When you got somebody that's 6'7",
man. I mean, but when they shoot the ball, you bet she's rebounding most of them jumps, man. And then when they start lobbing it over, she's so big, man. It's just
I like her because
she blocks shots. She ran that girl down the other day and blocked that shot, man. I was like, man, this girl right here, man.
She wanted that one.
If you watch how she plays, you can teach off of how she plays, especially
I was running away with it now.
On the defensive, on the offense and defensive end. She seals her players so well to get a rebound or to, you know what I'm saying, or to get the shot, to get the ball to get the shot. It's ridiculous.
Louisville getting boat raced. And then they got a violation. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm about to say.
Now, they called timeout, didn't they?
They need to. I think she got about 30 right now.
Who, Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, she do.
Caitlin Clark.
She had 22 at halftime.
She had 30. They just posted.
Hey, Did they?
Yeah, you
Man,
know I'm late, so.
Van Lith is quiet this game. Quiet now.
Oh,
They
so
down
you didn't see?
21.
You
Yeah, I
didn't
saw
see?
the Texas game.
Nah, when Caitlin Clark was doing that at her.
Oh, at the beginning of the game.
No,
when she hit her first couple of shots.
Yeah, she was. No. Caitlin Clark did that to her.
Oh, Caitlin Clark, coach, she can do that though.
Yeah,
she can do that. They can't see her.
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Yeah,
I don't hear no talking. I don't hear you talking.
Exactly.
I don't hear you talking.
If I'm drafting Clark or Van Lith, if I got that choice, and it's Caitlin Clark all day.
10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
11 times out of 10.
Good shot. And they've tried everything. Louisville done tried to press them. They've tried running jumps. They've been doubling in different places, man.
It's just some teams you automatically know not to press.
Yeah.
It's just some teams you automatically know not to press.
Well, and Clark's teammates been hitting shots too now. So that done helped them. You know, they out there having target practice because they so worried about Caitlin Clark.
They just leaving them open too. Like, yeah, you can have that shot.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm out here for. That's what I do. That's what I do right here. Go ahead.
That's what I signed that LOI for.
Yeah.
That's why I signed that LOI to come here.
You remember the girl University of Tampa had, right? The one that would tap that foot?
Yeah.
And oh, man. Oh, she gets to tap that foot. It's a wrap, man.
Money. Turn, take it out.
Yep.
Turn, take the ball out.
They lost in regional, and I think they went to the final 8, but I think they lost that game. I think Kristen would have won it, man. No, if COVID wouldn't have kicked in.
Them girls from Benedict was gonna run them.
Hey, man, I don't know.
Guns. So how you see how Miami do these white girls?
Yeah,
that's how Benedict was gonna do those white girls.
I get what you're saying, man. I can't say they wouldn't have. It would have been the kind of game. It would have been the kind of game that.
It's only one matchup I was good with. And because Chris is used to playing against that.
They would have had the speed. If there was speed, yeah, she's used to playing against that.
Her and the girl that they had that was a honorable mention All-American 24, I think her name.
Aaliyah, she's still there. She was killing it this year.
Well, she should have been.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Yeah.
So I think her 23, I can't remember her name, Chris, and then the other girl they brought out who was like Aaliyah, number 2. He'd have had to play him. He'd have had to. He'd have had to.
And
you keep Dory Naj in there, but other than that, man, he'd have had to.
She would have got ran out the gym.
Well, no, you just put her in the middle and let her break the press. But Aaliyah and the other girl would have been running and gunning. It had to turn into them kind of games.
Yeah, it was. Because that's who Benedict was that year.
Yeah.
If you can outscore us, then you got a chance. But if you can't, you're done.
So I heard
but I was gonna watch that game, and
oh yeah,
like I always did at Chris. Like, why you ain't shoot that? Please shoot that. That's your shot. Please shoot that.
So I had a dude. He told me about South Carolina because he hates South Carolina, and I'm like, why do you hate them? He was like, he said they get complacent. They know they're going to win. I'm like, no, South Carolina's solid. I'm like, South Carolina's solid. They play together. They're like one of the most complete teams you will watch in college basketball right now. I said, what you think is a problem is their respect for the game. They don't need to blow out every team.
Nope. It's not gonna happen, man, because
they don't need to.
You're gonna get game plan different every game, and some days it'll take you longer to adjust. It'll take them longer to adjust. It's just, I don't know the dude. I don't know if he know basketball or not, but
I told him, I was like, when you see LSU and Tennessee with 3 minutes left on the clock and they're up 20, 25, and they're still attacking the basket. I said
South Carolina not gonna do that, man.
They're
gonna
run
work
that
it,
shot
work
clock
it, work
down.
the clock. Yeah,
They're gonna run that shot clock down to 8 seconds and then put up a shot. I said that's respect for the game. They don't need to beat somebody by 40, 50, 60 every damn night. Like LSU and Tennessee was trying to do. I said in LSU, I like Angel Reese. I like her, but she's cocky as fuck. And when they get put out, or they get to that national championship, and South Carolina be that daggone fleet animal that they gonna get, she gonna be on the sidelines, whining and crying because this game tonight. She sat there. She knew she committed her last foul. She ran down to the bench and everything. That's cool. But did you see before that? She was like, "Yo," she was pointing at her ring finger, like, "Yo, get the marker and put the ring on my finger." Because I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, yeah, that's them girls that y'all been talking shit all goddamn season. And
but you know who else is cocky? They coach. Kim Mulkey cocky too, man.
I told you she came to my house before, right?
For real?
Yeah, she did. She came to pick up one of the daycare kids.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I didn't even know it. But I didn't know she came by here. Now, mind you, the whole when Shar was playing for the Stars, a lot of them went down to the Baylor camp.
Mm-hmm.
So, my wife saw her before there. And then she saw on TV, was like, "Hey, she was at our house." I was like, "Who?" And she pointed at herself, like, "Who? Her? Not Kim Mulkey." She's like, "Yeah, she came to pick up Jordan." Like, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Episode 84 of the Sip Smoker Sports Podcast is in the books. We'll see y'all again on Wednesday. About to finish watching this boat race.
One more assist for a triple-double.
Yeah. I was looking at her stats. She need 2 rebounds. She already got 11.
Yeah, two rebounds.
She need 2 rebounds. Yeah.
They coming.
So we'll see y'all Wednesday. We'll be back at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, man.
Oh, yeah.
Those are tuned in. We appreciate y'all. Episode 84. All right, fellas. Peace.